Dadgummit. Fred, is that you? Dadgummit, man, I've been trying to catch my pony. I was going to ride in and surprise you tonight, and as you can see, I'm having a little difficulty catching him. My gosh, you kind of aged a little bit. Got a little bigger too. What happened to you, man? Isn't that something what age does to us? I hear tell you're getting ready to retire down there. At least I caught word here about 2 weeks ago. I've been trying to catch this dab-blame horse ever since. I guess he don't want to go to Oklahoma. Anyway, least I could do is talk with you a little bit, tell you how much I appreciated my education at Conner State College and my relationship with you and the rest of the faculty down there. And I think, Fred, that the influences you had on me had affected me the rest of my life. I've went on and done other things. I'm in Big Sky, Montana. I've been here for nearly 21 years now, and I've done a measure of different things, but I always came back and had horses around me. And I guess right now we stand 2 studs and have a bunch of brood mares, and we sell young colts to folks around here. This is pretty much cattle and hay and cowboy country, and that's why we've decided to stay here. But actually just enjoy the country. But I always considered Oklahoma kind of my second home also. I'm an East Central South Dakota boy. I certainly enjoyed going to school down there and meeting with all the folks, and carried some friendships with me forever. And some of the things I can remember, Fred, was, well, obviously you showed me how to shoe a horse and how to trim, and I still sharpen my hoof knife on the back side so the bevel's on the other side for safety purposes. I always remember to do that. And I guess just amongst a lot of other things, you showed me how to rope calves. And I can remember you telling me that when I wanted to learn how to rope calves, that I wasn't going to be able to ride your rope horse until I could go and rope my bale 50 times in a row without missing. So I worked on that and finally got to do it. And I guess the rest is kind of history. You lined me up and got my first rope horse for me, and I can recall one particular story that I wanted to share with everybody. And that was a story of a horse that Fred had bought. His name was Petey. Now Fred bought this horse from a guy by the name of Petey out of Kentucky. He bought it over at Billy Hughes's place. I think he was a 2 or 3 year old at the time. Anyways, Fred brought that horse home, and man, that horse could stop. And one night we were out there, and I was turning calves out for you, Fred. You remember this? And it was just about dusk, and I turned a calf out, and then you went out and laid a loop on that calf and pitched slack and bailed off that old Petey, and all of a sudden I thought somebody shot at us. I heard this bang, and I looked around and couldn't figure out where it came from, and come to find out that old Petey, he stuck his butt in the ground so hard and stopped so hard that he busted the back cinch when that calf hit the end of the rope. Never forget that. Haven't ever seen that since. But anyways, as I guess I'll let you tell the rest of the story. As some of you probably know, Fred went up and went to a competition with where the big boys are at, and you out-roped him on old Petey. And I can remember there was a bunch of those fellas that come in afterwards and was trying to buy him from you, and you did end up selling him, I believe, to Roy Cooper. But anyways, a lot of fond memories in that country. One thing I wanted to do when I come down this evening is I wanted to share a song with you at least. I always enjoyed picking and grinning with you and playing down at Conner State College. No, actually, Fred, when I was thinking about what would be an appropriate song to do for you, I guess one of the songs that came to my mind right off was a good Okie song. You've always been a true Okie. And at one time I'd like to have considered myself one, and I still do consider it my second home. So anyway, this one goes a little bit like this. Many months have come and gone since I wandered from my home in those Oklahoma hills where I was born. Many a page of life have turned, many lessons I have learned, but I feel like in those hills I still belong. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, I rode my pony on the reservation in them Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, the cowboy's life is my occupation in them Oklahoma hills where I was born. But as I sit here today, many miles I am away from the place I rode my pony through the draw. While the oak and blackjack trees kiss and play till trifle breeze in those Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, I rode my pony on the reservation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, the cowboy's life is my occupation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. Now as I turn life a page to the land of the great old sage in those Oklahoma hills where I was born, where the black oil rolls and flows and the snow white cotton grows in them Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, I rode my pony on the reservation in them Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, the cowboy's life was my occupation in them Oklahoma hills where I was born. Yeah, way down yonder in the Indian Nation, the cowboy's life was for his operation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder